because the account Discord thing. But that's all we got. So I'm using her account thing, or it's my account, her name, because Discord's like, I'm gonna follow what Facebook said. I was kind of mad about that. I wanted to get to chatting with the Facebook rep on it, but he seemed like a busy man when he found out that the hack went on. But at the Clover's like 26 and 26, 24, 22, almost 23 in a few months. You know, it's hilarious how there's people in their hundreds of shit on Facebook, but practically because she's 26, they cut her off. She, they even let her make the account, but then cut it off seconds after she completed the task. And I was like, what the... I mean, why let her make it if they knew what her age was? And she was already well past that they think if the thing says no, you would not let her continuously make the thing. Because now they got a whole account and shit, and you can't really do anything with it because now they have her email, but won't let her play because 26, not... I don't know what their age limit is anymore because... Again, there's people in their hundreds that could be playing on Facebook right now. But she's 26 and she's around pretty much what the rules said. To the risk of promiscuous activities or that, kid. So, are we going to be making a video? Or are we going to sit here and...
Yeah, we're already live right now.
Oh. Tired. I actually slept good last night, though.
But we wanted to talk about the triangle. We wanted to talk about the triangle of success again because...
This is our part 2 video. Woo.
Yeah.
Talking about, I don't even remember, though. We thought of it last night, and I was like, let's go make it. And then we were like, nah, let's wait.
Maybe change of plans, but I think it was the triangle, but involving friendship. I do think, but this is day 3 of Mage's disappearance, if you will, from us, and we just wanted to talk about that because
I'm gonna talk about how I have lots about him. You know me, especially in these scenarios. I tend to forget about certain individuals, so when they disappear for X amount of time, they come back, hey guys, remember me? We played on a Discord group. Do I look like I remember you? What did I say about blocking people on games and shit, Bromby? If I didn't like them, I would what?
Forget.
Block them. Block them. If I block them, I'll forget.
Right. So basically, if you don't like them, you'll forget about them.
Yeah, it's on purpose. It's an intentional thing. Because people like that didn't do me any good to keep them around. So when they come back, I don't know what makes them think I'm going to remember them, because if I constantly remember the good times with Mage, and he comes back, I'm doing him a favor. Not me, him. That's the only reason why that would happen. He's back, he wants to chat. I really want to chat. So I'm going to forget, because 2 years and he was wanting to give it away. He failed that succession rate thing I told you about. Triangle succession that inflicts itself on everyone's lives. Mage failed. He failed.
You failed
hard.
Let
that be a lesson to you. Please let that be a lesson to you so you understand why I'm like that. Why I say things like that. When I mention these things to you, they're usually sometimes they're a little out there, but a lot of times they're important to, in a way of a life lesson kind. Not always, but sometimes. There's ones where we kind of get a gist of what's going on together, but this one was a life lesson.
Right.
If you said yesterday, you kind of feel like that he was using his actual personality as a mask, And then I looked at all the pictures, the most recent pictures we had of him. It went from the one picture I did keep was the only picture that had him part of it, besides one other. And there was another guy in the picture that I don't remember who was part of our group one time. There's only 2 pictures on my whole list of these pictures I tell you that every time I take people just leave. Only 2 was Mage actually in it and not just standing off to the side, just standing there like, what the f*** are you gonna do it? Pot. I don't know what's going on, yeah. I'm gonna smoke this pot and pretend like I do because now he's dying. He gets drunk and he smokes his THC vape. At one point, I swear, I think he smoked weed until he got over his appendix. But after the appendix stuff, he was gone. he just kind of, after the appendix, he was gone for so long. He was a changed man. He no longer cared about friendship or hell anything at that point. When you mentioned, he just just there. He never came back, and he never really said how you been yet. So after we had a reunion, because of course I was more worried about him than anything else. He never came back and said, when he told me how he was, asked how I was. I had to tell him myself that I was worried about him, that I didn't know. And he said, because he came back and immediately was like, sorry man, I had my appendix taken. And because it hurt so bad, and me and him, talked a bit, but he never said, how have you been since I've been gone? What's happened in the game? He changed, probably. Ever since marijuana was introduced to his daily routine, it has since evolved into a THC pen. See, my wife is a doctor. Do a lot of interesting wonders for the world. There's one thing she can't stand unless she absolutely has to. She won't give a patient any marijuana or anything like that unless she has to. The only way you're getting it from her is if you're a cancer patient. That's it. She won't prescribe you any medical marijuana. She won't give you a THC prescription for a pen. She won't give you the hemp oil. You rub it on parts of your body that hurt, and it'll be fine. Because she's aware of the same thing that we said. THC is like, if you want to call it, I've been reading these a lot recently. I think they're kind of cute as a way because they're pastas, and online readings are funny as fuck because you can relate them to life in so many ways. Mage put it on the mouth. SCP about the mouth. He kind of goes in, he talks to his victims and gets them to put him on them, and then he takes over their life forever. He lies to them and talks to them and gets them to trust him. As soon as he gets the skin contact, you're his. Until he decides that until you die, or he kills you, or just gets bored and leaves. And either way, you're a husk. I think Mage and the THC pen is that mask, and Mage put the mask on. He got a promise of a better friendship or something. At the cost of his friendship, after all that shit, he tended to be around people that like to smoke pot, like to not care about jack shit. He intentionally left us for the sake of he'd rather be around pot smokers and people that would, or other people that would rather be only his. I wanted to mention that too. I told you the story about the individual that he hung out with for a little bit before I met him. That dude disappeared. I showed up, but that dude was like, I knew it. I go away for a year or two, met Christopher, and you show up with this guy. I've been your friend longer than him. Why the fuck? And he was very mad. And then he was like, well, you're so buddy-buddy with this dude. And his brain was like, this dude is too close to me. He was literally, and I was thinking, maybe he's just a little unhappy that Mage is playing with the new guy a little bit more. It's something I would have politely felt if it was me on this situation anyway. Because Mage is a good dude. Kind of. Long story short, the dude was like, I'm going to be the new guy. He flat out said it in a message to me at one point that you might as well go drink bleach, buddy, or put a bullet in your forehead because I'm the new gas now. If you don't like it, fuck you. Mage is my friend. And I was sitting there thinking, this dude's like at least 16 years old. It took at one point I was like, fine, I'll go. I stayed around, but I wasn't like, I'm not a idiot. I try not to be, So I pay attention to make sure that I'm not coming across this playing area. Lo and behold, the dude shows up, he takes over Mage for a bit, and then it's like, after a bit of time, Mage got lonely and was like, he didn't feel like that dude was doing him a favor. And eventually I was in a chat with Mage, and the dude showed up, he was sitting there messaging us, and Mage told him, he said, yo, Mage, I've been here longer than this dude, and you're gonna pick him? And Mage said, shut the fuck up, dude. You may have been here longer, but Gas has been there for me. You weren't around me and didn't give a damn when I got sick and got ill. Gas was there. Gas was there worried. But, I noticed something, though, after you said that. To me, I think some of that may have been a ruse. The mask of THC clouded his memories, clouded his mind. So he doesn't really want to be around us anymore, in a nutshell. He may not know it truly, because the real Mage has fried. The mask of THC has killed the real Mage. And new Mage, the new Christopher Little, has now lost the time, because the THC does make you chill, but the cost of a couple brain cells or brain nerves, or the connections are dull. Dramatically dull. Like, THC will flat out kill an individual via brain dead. People say it can't kill you, and you're right, it can't. But with the effect, will. The pot doesn't kill you. It's the user, how much they might use it. It's how many times a day do they use it. Every time you puff a good huff and you smoke that doobie in, that medical or not, you kill a little bit of that brain connection.
Yeah.
There's like millions upon millions in your brain to run. When one dies, the other got the flight. And eventually, your brain says, there's something in the oven that I put in there 5 hours ago. I don't care. There's too much effort to think about whether or not the house is going to burn down. I'm going to go smoke another joint because I need it. And there's like millions and millions of little connections in your brain. And if you smoke like Mage has been smoking, or smoke like I've seen some people in the Xbox do it, in a few years, 2 or 3, maybe 4 at max, they're brain dead. They're there. They're alive. But metaphorically, they're dead. They don't care if they're saying things that'll get them in trouble. They don't care. They could get a gun and shoot somebody in their own lifetime. They'd be so doped up on marijuana. They're all good, man. They're just sleeping. There's a nice tattoo in their forehead, man. They're dead. They ain't dead, man. They just need another blunt. You just gave a blunt to a dead guy. And they don't care. They don't know it. And when they sober up, they realize. And they get sad, and they do what? Smoke another blunt.
They just continue on this endless cycle.
And it kills people. It will kill people. It
kills them, and if it doesn't, it kills their fucking brain.
Tiger? If Tiger wants a waffle. Tiger wants a waffle. But Tiger doesn't get a waffle. Cats are always on high. If you've ever seen a cat, they're high as a kite. Always. That's why Uwu is so cute. Tiger wants a waffle. Tiger can't have the whole waffle, but he can have a piece of the waffle. He's trying so hard. You got it? Good boy, Tiger. Yeah, one of the family, right, Tiger? You're part of the family. You get a waffle. You won't be my friend after I get done these waffles, though. But Clover did tell me this morning that she wanted to mention it before it happened, but she was occupied. She predicted this happening. saw Mage hurting us, and then us have to ditch him to recover. You're telling me that he's so out of it right now, he does not care. And he will remain out of it. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to care. Oop.
He doesn't want, and like we mentioned last.
You ain't worth the whiskey. That's what Clover said. That's what Mage is thinking right now. They did me wrong. They called me stupid, even if it was a joke. I'm gonna stay mad at them forever, and I'm gonna drown my soul out with THC and other large quantities of alcohol. I'm gonna make it on Fallout, be an ass to play by myself, and refuse to let them even attempt to apologize. So, I had to send him a message that night, and I agree. When he gets it, it's gonna hurt. Sobering us. Tiger, you're purring him as loud as Sabrina does. Is there a problem?
Like I told you before, I highly regard your friendship, or our friendship, and I do think now that I regard it more than Mage ever did.
Mm-hmm. You've been hearing much more than Mage willingly would do. You purr as loud as Sabrina does. You know how? I wear my good headset, I can hear Sabrina purring. Here's Tiger sitting here next to me, eyeballing my waffle again.
It's my waffle, damn it.
He's purring as loud as he can. And there's like a bone in their throat that makes them do that. They vibrate that bone, and it makes that sound. So they breathe in, and they breathe out. Breathe in, and they repeat it, and that bone vibrates. Sabrina does it. He does it. She's so loud. I'll be trying to use my Bluetooth piece of this set called William in Utah. This is really weird because like, can you hear me, Afton? He's like, no, all I hear is your daughter purring. Is she right in your ear? I look around and she's on the bed watching me play a game. She was loud enough that the headset caught it. He's like, hi, Sabrina, can you go to another room? And she just kind of 2-hour call. It was a 2-hour phone call while he was working in the factory with his friends, one of his workers. They call his family. And every so often he'd be like, God, your kid's loud. I look back and she's right there. At one point she got closer, and he's like, oh shit, here's the jet turbine. Hey, Sabrina, babe, what's the matter? Is someone trapped in the well? Feeling hungry. Apparently she's hungry. I took a waffle. I baked that waffle. And she looked at me, yay, waffle. I shoved that waffle down her throat. Stop purring. She looked at me, said slightly regurgitated away. She had big teeth.
I just want to make myself some waffles.
Her little cat face doesn't really stretch that well. So seeing a waffle stick halfway out of her mouth, like she's and trying not to drop. And her face is stretched as far as it'll go on the cheeks. She's like, waffles.
Waffle?
I'm like, oh, great. My idea was to break it up in half, full fist in. Because it would, I don't know. Tiger, you're not having any more waffle. Farting, Tiger. Yeet. Give him a guillotine leg. He's like, waffle. Boop, boop, boop. I swear. You're so desperate. You were so desperate. You tried to climb across me to get a waffle. Or give him another piece of waffle. She'll leave me the fuck alone. He's desperate. I swear he is. But life itself succession. Everyone has their own method. You know, some people might not call it a triangle, they might call it something else, or they may have their own method to use.
And everyone has their own method of dealing with pain. My method is redemption. My method is, oh shit. Hey, I think Discord may have muted you. Give me a second. There we go.
You like the hi.
Hi.
It's over. Her brain is gone. Hi.
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 Hi. I was just looking at her right now like I'm gonna scream and yawn at the same time. She did that yesterday. I just went foot to neck. Just like, it didn't kick her, but I was like, I sternly put my foot into her. She went, bitch. Whenever we were over leaving, Mage leaving, you know what I did? Made a point to forget Mage, given how he's going to act. Amber went downstairs and pulled off popped open some alcohol. We took 2 shots before we went to bed. And then there's Alice. Water, yes. Not water, Alice. And she started, like, I don't know what she was doing, but somewhere along the way she got hurt. And she started screaming. So Amber picked up, poured a shot, and poured it down her throat while she was screaming. Alice was like, stumble immediately. Oh, Tiger found a bug. He's watching that son of a bitch. Look. Did you find a bug, Tiger? Hey. Find yourself an ooh-woo bug. No, don't eat it.
He found
don't
himself
eat
a bug.
He said, cockroach. Watch him. That cockroach. He's like, no. That cockroach is dead. He's dead. Hey, Garg. I'm just don't eat that. No, you'll get worms. No.
He's like, play with bug.
Boop, get out of here. Shoot. There you go. Tiger, you smell. You smell That bug is gone, Tiger. It's outside now. Gone. Yes, gone. Gone. Gone, Tiger. Look at his tail. Gone. Even the COVID Tiger entertains himself somehow. Hey. Boop. Boop, boop.
Boop, boop.
Yeet. Say yeet.
He was like bug.
Can you say yeet? Yeet. Yeet. Yeah,
Excuse me
yeet.
while
There
I
you
attempt
go.
to eat waffles with a spoon.
Tiger likes stuff. Tiger likes it too. Going, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's fat. Oh, face.
Face.
Listen to. And he's gonna get down. He's gonna run back to that same spot where that bug was. He is crawling. Woof foot. Woof toes. Like you good there, Willow? Toe.
Toes. Yeah.
I guess we should probably try to keep a triangle succession going here. As far as just like now an octagon or something. Every. But high clover. But you know, everyone has that succession triangle. That might be called other things for some people, and it might be, you know, some people have their own shape if they actually acknowledge this as a thing. Some people might. Scoot over, Clover. Scoot over, Clover. I'm not taking your pink blanket. Calm the fuck down. Ugh. Poor Frenchie. Poor little French bread. But, other people might say it's how they... I've seen people say the same thing, but they don't call it a triangle. They'll call it... They have their own, like, method. Either way, it's still the same concept, though. It's... You're somewhere on the triangle, and what you do goes to how people perceive it, or how they react, or how it affects them, and it goes back to you. So you have to constantly alter that. You can always just change the name. That's why I went from good devs to just devs, and then good game, working game to just game. But for Todd, worst case scenario equals most money. So. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
A Westling? Using each melee weapon in a single match. Is that what the...
What?
Oh, the thing that, you know, think in Call of Duty, World War II, it has the axe. Apparently it's called a Westling. I'll spell it, it's in German, I'm assuming. Damn it. Damn it. But find the thing, how to... it was an achievement. Where's the achievement section here? There it is. Achievement. See. It's interesting. The achievement was Westling, W-U-H something S-T, Ling. That's a weird name for a zombie with a literal clinch mace attached to its body. Part of the bone and stuff. But, you had to get that's on the Shadowed Throne with the zombie match, you know. But still, name. Every zombie in that Call of Duty has a name, has a type, you know.
Right.
Every game. And what I thought was funny was, all the way to Kino der Toten, that's later on in the timeline, technically, starts with, from what I can tell, kind of, it starts with the Final Reich, and Kino der Toten is the only other zombies map that I know of. Directly, it's not even ahead of its time. And what does it do? Talk about Richthofen. Are the zombies zombies? Or are they Nazi zombies? That's why I don't know. But it's in Hitler's mansion.
They were kind of Nazi zombies. They didn't really speak German like they do here, but...
Well, they were in Nazi uniform.
Yep, they were in uniform.
See what I mean? Do you get it now? Do you get it? Do you understand?
Yep.
You can always, but of course they implemented time travel and the girl and the stories. He really kind of put things together. So basically, what's his name? Russian boy from Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 appears in zombies, and then he has to die. They kill the samurai. They kill another guy. Or what I thought was funny though, that's the same Russian from the storyline. But we know he died on the train, and you're seeing his ghost. But when we get the zombies, he's alive and well in this different, I would say, universe almost. And what do? They kill him and take his soul and put it in an orb and give it to the Shadow King. It's like, okay. So what? And then you have to later on you figure out that that's a new. To me, I find that a different timeline, another divergence. Where instead of Nikolai dying, Todd, as the storyline says, he doesn't. He lives on for years and years and years. Becomes what you now would perceive a Russian as a vodka drinking, gun wielding, too cool for America sort of aspect. And they kind of are too cool for America. They don't need America. They do their own thing. They drink a lot. But in the game, as the actual timeline says, that's frowned upon. So I don't know if Russians are always vodka drinkers like that. They drink it like water now, so I've been told by a Russian. They drink it like water. But in the game, he was being scolded for getting drunk, fighting zombies, and forgetting about what happened, and then was killed by the same guy that was going to kill him anyways. But he tried to talk him out of doing something. He shoots the guy, and the guy shoots him with a shotgun. It's like, over. And it's like, huh. But what got me was they talked about how they frowned on it. Flat out frowned that he was drinking as a mask. And it was Succession. You can literally just put triangle Succession as anywhere, anytime. To breathe oxygen. When you breathe it out, the trees get it. The trees make more oxygen for you. Triangle Succession. But Mage's Triangle Succession, when we break it, I think is where we need to start talking. I'm sorry. Please stop getting angry. Hey, I'm moving. She's like, stop. She's trying to keep warm. I don't. She wants me to keep the fan off, but it gets hot in here. You bitch. But Mage, when you break your triangle or someone else's triangle, again, that's why I say you gotta watch where if you're pulling the same one where it's like you're doing you, and you're at the bottom of the triangle. Let's say that right now. You're at the bottom. Okay, you're at the triangle's base. It starts with you. And what you do is it goes right to left. Now you go up, and it's like what you do. You go back down to the left. It's how people react or what they do in response to or how they perceive what you're doing, which then later on can affect you poorly or nicely, not poorly. I ain't about Englishing about that, but you know what I mean? Mm. Well, you gotta remember, they have their own triangle as well, and their reaction is what they do to get the same spot where you are. How they're perceiving it is how they're gonna react. And sometimes triangles break. Mage broke his own triangle while attempting to topple ours over. You know, you could probably go in and make I don't think I have enough pens or colored pencils to do this, but I could go and show how that would look scale triangle session. I could literally take the one we did with Todd, redo it, and then show you a new way to see it.
Right.
Where it has Todd on one triangle, then the Max right next to it, and then have another guy. They're on the base flat, and then it takes some triangles and invert them upside down and shit. And eventually, it makes a shape, makes a web. It stops looking like a triangle succession. It looks more like an interchangeable web. Triangles that turn into webs have no end, and they benefit and not benefit people just as equally. So again, Todd's in triangle succession, then Mecca's triangle succession. Then you got that one guy that actually fits in between those two upside down triangle, which you can obviously turn the paper. Either way, that person's still his base of the triangle. But because of his reaction to Todd's reaction to what Todd did, promotes a new connection. And in the end, one triangle can go. You can always break other people's triangles by being something like Mage, where you're just, where when it gets time to do your thing, your right side, to get to the left side, when they get to that point, they're like, fuck you. They don't want to be around you no more because you're an ass. And that's what we did. We left Mage forever. You might one day let him back in, because you like to forget, but the day we gave him a chance to come back, at least let us apologize, at least he didn't take it. What? I said that was him hitting the fuck off button a shit ton and then piss off. So I left. I removed him from my friends list. I even promptly had Amber block him this morning, just so when he does come back, he gets a chance to come back and sober up and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, man. I should have let you guys get your apology in, because the game's been bored by some weird miracle of the people he's been befriending do like you said, that they might leave him.
They might just leave him by that time.
He can't do anything about it. He'll be not allowed to go. I'm Mars, you're outside. Off you go.
By that time, he'd already blew it. He blew it last night. I told him that.
Yep.
I said, you had your chance and you blew it. You had your one chance to come here. And for 2 years.
Yep. 2 years we were nice to him. Respected him. And that one time, we made a joke. One time, that he knew it wasn't true, but he made it feel true to believe it was true, and therefore his triangle broke. He no longer can function within our little group because of his reaction to what happened led to us leaving him. This triangle left there. It's done. It's over. Right? Right?
Right.
In a sinister way, I don't care. It does. I was done with the game for a long time. I only played it for him to help him out. I liked the game for a little bit, and then that Mage, he was my low level. Now that low level thing said the teacher is no longer a teacher, and they feel like they can do like a lot of people do with their music. They go, well, I don't want to be under your contract anymore. You tell me how to write my music, so I'm going to go off to my thing. And what did that do for several different people? Nothing. It showed how wrong they were, and people stopped listening to their music. Some of them were begging to go back to their record labels and can't even get it. They go bankrupt because you didn't like what I was teaching. Fuck off. Is what happens next. The games are like that too. Mage just felt like he was superior over us because he's older than us. And with age comes responsibility, or power of responsibility. With age comes a new era of knowing what's going on.
And with age comes
and being
wisdom
wise.
too.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You know what's going on, wise. Then there's Mage. One word, one thing was said, and all of a sudden he became the dumbest person I met. We've always joked with him like that. We've always been jokey with him, friendly. We'll show him you're killing me. He'll say he's laughing, but I don't think he is. And one thing was said that has gone on the same way for a long time. And that's how he acted. At one time. The same thing has been happening for years. Those 2 years. I made lol jokes, how dumb are we, how dumb are you, how dumb am I. The one time that I used on that marijuana, that pen, was the last time we'll ever see him again. They provided him a mask to influence him poorly for that end result. And you know what I say to that? Good riddance. Told Amber, the mage is gone. And I told her, you know what else? And she was like, what? I can drink to that. I could drink nuts of that. He's finally far enough to go away from me that I don't have to play the game anymore and have to get on and hope he's in a great mood to play some Fallout and not want to drag us to an AMS run or Fort Defiance. I was trying to feed into his personality. I was going to do some shit, man.
Well, yeah, and you gave an interesting twist on it. You had us roll a D20?
Right. No, granted, the game has screwed us, but tried to stay up for him, because with pre-kidney, you know, I would just still been in school. I get on, come right home and get on that fucking game with him back then. Not kidney, the appendix. And he had that appendix like that one day, and everything, he was gone long enough that I got used to again, going to bed at 8, 9, and getting up at 3 when I worked president for a bit. Over time, he changed. He was like a totally new man. New lack of organ, new me. And his triangle then became to distance from me in any way he could. I did not like that. So that was my part of his triangle. Not liking what he did. Of course, it's his own fault, his own doing and undoing. But me and Amber celebrated. We celebrated. 2 shots. It's usually we go 1 and go to bed. We had 2. We made toast to say fuck him. He didn't even give a damn for us. To think that, oh hey, one word was said, it's not all good anymore. I'm gonna be pissed at everybody. Did a toast to say fuck you, Mage. I did a toast to say he's finally gone. And I will never, ever, ever look back. Ever. Mage does not deserve any of that anymore.
He does not deserve that privilege. And, you know, I know what you think of me, that I'm gonna be so willing to be buddy again, but no. Like I mentioned, he had that chance for me to do so, and he threw it the fuck away.
Eventually. He's gonna sober up. Here's what I think this is why I like it so much. He's gonna sober up, and he's gonna be like, where's Gab? Where's Bromby? He's gonna wake up and mute my mic on my headset real quick so I don't echo on your end if it is. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, where'd they go? And he's gonna get those messages and realize, oh damn, I fucked up. That's over, man. You know? It's over. He's gonna read I think that's when he'll read those messages and really, really, really get what's going on. And whether he comes back or not, like I said, he ain't coming back, but he'll want to come back because he'll realize there's no more y'all killing me, guys, and laughing funny. There's no more, hey, let's get some stuff. There's no more, hey, I got y'all's ass, I got y'all's back.
And there's going to be no more, there's going to be no more of this.
Ride.
He's not going to hear this phrase ever again. Hey, I picked up this cool legendary, I thought you might like to try it. Hey, I picked up this cool legendary, I thought you might like to try it. Hey, let me see your guns. I got a shit ton of new mods. He's not gonna hear any of that anymore.
Nope.
I modded the fuck out of his guns, and he said he loved it. Well, so much he apparently he loved it so much that he ended up hating me anyway. So you know what? Fuck him. I'd rather hang around with people who are more appreciative of the shit that I do for them, like you.
I'm supposed to appreciate you. I can't help it, man. I'm currently distracted and I can't help but want to be funny.
I know.
But yeah, I do appreciate the shit you do. That Furious rifle was given to him by you, and I ended up getting that. I named it after him, but I quickly named it after you. Can it offended? You know, see, my daughter's me for as long as he's been around, them and me. They never gave him a nickname like they gave you, which says a lot, because my daughters, they live off a nickname. That means the same thing as it is to your dog wagging his tail when you're speaking friendly to him, or then sleeping with you because your mom's not being too friendly or something like that. That's the same. That's nicknames. That's how they relay their friendship with you is a lot more than just some guy the dad plays with on the Xbox. They trust you flat out.
Really glad they do.
I can say that right now. They trust you with their life if they give you a nickname, and that's what I noticed. Because we don't give nicknames to people we don't trust. With anything. Like, could mean their life as well. They trust you, and some of them, they're all younger than you. 2 of them are not too much. 18s, soon to be 19. We're gonna have a big party. You know, they don't really have birthdays. They have adopted days. We gave them the option to choose a birthday celebration day, so we call it, to celebrate their existence and not their birthing. Because, you know, it's not super fun to celebrate the created by strange scientists in almost a legal fashion. So we let them choose a day to celebrate, and it usually just changes. We're going to celebrate so instead of celebrating birthdays, we celebrate big events, big milestones. You know, we celebrated in a birthday fashion when Kate got herself a job and ended up making like $300 a day at one point or something like that. It was $300. When she hit that about 1,000 mark, we celebrate. That's a milestone. They rather celebrate milestones than they would birthdays.
Right.
She says that's a human thing. That's not a hybrid thing. It feels a lot better for. They all agree. Like, I don't want to celebrate how old I am because they don't keep track at all. Mars doesn't care if she's 18, 20, 16. They don't want to keep track. They'd rather keep track of things that make them happy. Such as, you know, having a family to celebrate with is one thing Mars likes to celebrate for it. But, you know, she's even talked about it before. You know, anyone could have gotten a hold of us after those scientists. Anyone. They could have been bad people. They could have been better people than them.
Speaking of birthdays, I want to mention something. Think about this for a moment. You know how you said that every second or every day someone dies?
But at the same time, someone's also born, too.
Right? But every day, someone's having a birthday party. Every day, someone's getting a year older.
Yep. A year older, closer to a death or closer to a new year, you know? It's however you perceive it. It's all the same. And I see that. They don't really have a reason to celebrate, though, like I said before. They weren't birthed.
Right. I said that.
But I think you're right. Birthdays are important. She likes the fact that she just, like I said, we could have been taken in by anybody, but they could have been really bad people. They could have been better than here. They could have been rich fuck and had the biggest boat in the world or something. But she and Alice even agreed shortly after by promptly burping as far as possible. That none of them would want anything better. They're so content with their life here that they don't want to celebrate birthdays. Celebrate, oh hey, I'm getting a day older or a year older or something. Kate even joked and said, yeah, if we were doing that, Sabrina would be like 34. Sabrina's like, fuck you. Because, you know, the animal years, it's a lot faster than people years. Sabrina's like, fuck you. oh man. But they have fun together. They get along together. That's what I was kind of worried about when we started out being Sabrina. Then it was Kate. Then Mars. And now Jinx. Every time we got a new one to the family, I was like, they could use something like us to get along in life. But I was always afraid that one of them wouldn't get along with the other. They don't fight often. They do. It's never anything like, don't pull my hair. Why did you bite me? And then they get something physical. It never gets. It doesn't. Giant robot. In a way.
What's with giant robots, man? This franchise has a shit ton of them.
Oh yeah. Right, we're giant. Hey, you can also call AMS and all the other companies like Bob General Atomics giant robot. Get it? Because big company robots.
Yep. Corporate drones, bro.
But that's kind of why I think the best of is like we own your pain, because again they're void of what true meaning of royalty is. And I wanted to talk about their triangle succession is again Todd's idea of steal, bang, 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 and then not give a fuck and then bail. You could fit those anywhere on the triangle. And he's not super interested in doing that thing. He's more interested in not giving a damn, being around at least, but he doesn't care, you know. He'd rather get as much money as he can and say he's going to fix the problem, but then ban someone later. You know, I wanted to mention that. He'd rather let us find the issue. He knows it's in the game. He knows it is. He knows. Just like, why?
Knows what he's doing.
It would be just a simple coincidence. An update shows up, and like what? Not even 5-10 minutes after the update in American time, someone finds a dupe or a mod just like that. It's not a coincidence to me, because think about this. What if the company knows it's there? And Todd's admitted to knowing it's there lightly. He's hinted that they put it in there to beat people and see if they'll pay attention. They leave it there to see how many players would do it, and then they ban those players. So it's like, hey, we're going to set up this bear trap that has a good item in it. We know it's broken. We know it's wrong. It's a illegal gun for the game. We're going to leave it on this bear trap. Or we're going to leave it in the center of the room. And we're going to fill it with bear trap and ban him. And then we're going to give you a distinct and clear path of how to get to it. And then we're going to snap all the bear traps on you and hit you with the ban hammer the second you pick it up. They're treating us like test subjects. Every second you play Fallout, and viewers, and I want you to listen to that, every second you play the game, you're being subjected to consensual testing by Bethesda. In some shape, form, or fashion, you're being tested by the company's dev team. Whether it be your vending prices, how the game reacts, certain things you do, how you react to bugs, appears in the game, all the way down to event. They know when you message them and say, hey, your game's fucked. They know it. They're like, hey, we know that, but we're going to ban you if you do it. But they're not going to tell you that you're going to get banned. The ban waves that there's been like, what, 3 or 4 massive ban waves in the past few months, I guess? 2 every month or so, or 1 every month.
Which is
something like that. It lasts a long time. Those people are never going to get their accounts back, and if they do, they're going to be watched forever, because the company set them up to fail, and then flat out said, yeah, you can have your account back, but we're going to ping you or tag you, so you have a little ribbon on your body that lets us know that, hey, you're a bad player, even though it's our fault. You're a bad player.
They just won't want to play anymore.
What happened?
By that time, they just won't want to play anymore, because...
Right? How many times are you going to get caught by a company that's cheating you before you say, I'm going to be a bad person forever because they're going to make it that way, or I'm too scared to leave my camp and then find out that they can ban you for not leaving camp or abandoning the task. They don't want you to know that they know you're doing it. Get my point? They would probably ban me if they knew that I knew they were doing shit like that. I really would like to mention they probably would ban me for knowing it and getting it out there. All the people that have done bannings, knowing that's not bannings, but the things, knowing that it happened or not, is set up by the company to fail. They leave it there on they'll leave a golden chalice made of fake gold that's full of wisdom right there. A clear path, but you don't know that every time you step on that path, they get closer to kicking you out. Second you just touch that cup of fake gold, you're fucked. The very second you do it. And then you find that big light turns on above and you see the window in one of the room. Fell for it. Have a ban. And then you realize right there, Todd, they left it there to see what you do. They have the game bug out a couple times doing big events. They have, even that's all they do, all their Reddit posts, shit, they send the hype, all of it. Your reactions on Twitter for things. Like if you go on Bethesda and you shit post them after your game crashed 60 times in a server, they log that. And remember, people don't like that. We're going to do that later on, but in a different form to see if they change their mind. Oh, and also ban the dude that shit posts. Later. They'll wait and they'll make it to where his shit post is not relevant, and then they'll ban him for something else and add on the fact that, hey, you shouldn't have shit posted us on Twitter. That's why you're banned. But they'll take 4 months before they tell the dude that that's why, or something like that. It's retarded. You can't keep a stable foundation. What the fuck are you doing? I see explosions. I'm like, huh.
I'm shooting the water with a gauss shotgun.
I just saw it and I was like, who's in the camp? I'm making grilled rats. But like I said, it even they go as far in as watching you in the game and like, let's do it. Knowing that it's a glitch or not, you're tagged. They know where you are and what you do, and they know they get so much access to your account. After you do something wrong, they get so much access to your account that they know when you log in slots, they might even know what your password is. I want to tell you the story about how I let my wife, Riley, who has a heart condition, play this game. And this game is not good. I wanted to mention that when I did that, I'm glad I saw you do that, you sneaky son of a bitch. I was walking right past.
I was going to warn you, but I guess I just let go of it early. I don't know.
Guys, watch out! A penis. That's the grenade, you dumbass. That's what I said. A penis.
It's a penis.
It's going. The car's on fire. My Corvette, no.
No, my car! Oh, God.
Well, I'm walking to Batoga now. Goes my 200 going to get a new one. But,
yeah.
It's a thing that happens. They know they're doing it, and they know how they're doing it, and they're going to be like, I know that our game is bugged, but I'm going to ban you as soon as you get a hold of it. They hate media that doesn't show them as a good person. They want the 5-star media, ones that would kiss ass, literally kiss ass, to keep them in power. They don't care about ZeniMax. They don't. So if ZeniMax tells them to quit, you're fired. At this current point in time, I can say, well, fuck you. I'm going to take all of my currencies. I'm not going to pay you for shit. I'm going to leave. I'm going to take Bethesda with me. And I'll leave in such a way that the game, the ZeniMax, to cut losses on a massive scale, man. Imagine that for a minute.
Ooh.
Is that a player? A free radical? Oh, I'll marry you.
Hey, sir,
No.
sir, what are you running from?
Me. That was fun. You just killed the man, Gas. It was completely justified. He was running, so. No running in the halls. Fuck you.
No running in the halls as he
and
stabs
they're
him in the
going
back.
to the spinal cord. He just pulls the throwing knife out of his bag and keeps on running. Stop running in the halls. Pulls out a rocket launcher full of throwing knives. He's just bagged with throwing knives. Stop running in the halls. He's like, who knew that running in the halls would be so painful? Good.
No running in the halls. No running in the halls as he stabs him in the back. Don't fuck the Raider! As you hear upstairs, what did I tell you? I didn't mean...
No, it's a whole bug that they had right there. You know, that bug right there, as funny as it was set up. You see how many people would stick it on the internet and make a joke? Another Raider. I'm gonna get it. You just respawn. Motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your ass.
You damn free rad.
He respawned. Do free radicals actually respawn? Seriously?
Can I shoot that free rad in the head?
Dead! Sniper! Oh!
Damn
Dead! Snipe that motherfucker. Get 185.
Woo! Damn!
Look at that look where you can see where I was standing. And this is where he fell. Right where you're standing. And I was way back there. So you tell me who's a better shot here. Me or him? Oh God.
You?
Free radicals. They were gonna tell their boss that, hey, someone said to fuck off. $5 says he came from like that camp, that dude's camp over there, the Lake Rose out. What? Brother, I don't understand. Like, okay, man.
What?
Well, I don't understand. We? It's like, I don't understand. We. It's like, thanks, Clover. You're welcome. I love that she's learning English now, because sometimes she'll still cuss you out in French, but she's learning new words that she probably shouldn't learn in English. You know, it's also funny that she can speak German as well. I thought that was kind of scary. I know Coco could flat out speak German. You know, one that told you like kick and punch shit to death in arenas. She knows German, and that's like, she acts like it's her native. It's fucking hilarious when she gets on the news, her local news, that she's, you know, fighting at the town board. And she's sitting there yelling at someone because he stuck a pencil or he stuck something through the grating of the arena. And he poked her in a place where she probably shouldn't have been poked with the pencil. And she turned around and she busted her hand through that grating and grabbed him and dragged him through the grating and said, I see you like sticking sharp objects up people's privates. I guess I'm about to beat the fuck out of you. She yelled at him that in German. And he looked like he saw the face of Hitler. Oh boy. I was in the crowd watching it. I was like, I told him to do it again to see what happened. He did. I guess he thought that was a challenge. Not only did Coco beat his ass while beating the ass of the other people, the person, you know, playing with. She not only did that, but she beat his ass. He got an ass beating he don't think he'll recover from. He was hurt. I just couldn't help but laugh because, like, do it again, you'll get your ass beat. You and one army. Just Coco. That's all we need. Just her. Hey, look, ooh, ow, ooh, woo. Nasher did. Great.
Nash, you, damn it.
the ground shake. Well, I smell a death claw. Stan, are you here? We're gonna play with Braun by his entrails. Good death claw jokes. I can't help it, man. Fucking hilarious. Oh shit. Oh, hi, Braun by. Thought you were a Superman for a minute. Braun by. I just look up when you're in the door and I'm like, super mutant. And I'm like, wait a minute. You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, man.
A heart attack. I can't help it. It gave me a heart attack. I guess I'm just not used to seeing your face.
I guess
like
not.
A death claw. The death claw burrows himself out of the ground suddenly. It's like, Stanley, are you going to play with Braun by his entrails? Yeah. Are you going to have fun while doing it? Fuck yeah. Until it comes out.
Are you gonna do it? Are you really gonna have fun? Yeah. As I just blast his fucking head off. Nope.
Stanley the Death Claw doesn't die. He respawns. Eventually. He's the magic Death Claw that no one wanted but got. I like.
It's the hero that nobody needed nor wanted.
But you got it. He didn't ask for it, so here you go. You get Clover. It's like, oh, look at Delphox. What is not new? Oh, she doesn't speak English, by the way, so be careful what you say. English makes her angry. Like, hi! Oh, it's got a gun. Okay. Gave a Pokemon a gun. That's fine. Just shoots him like, fuck you. Who's next? Watch this. I missed. I missed again. Motherfucker. Am I? Damn, probably. I think I'm proud of you. Aw. I want to hit one of the Ashers.
Alright, I'll go for
Motherfucker.
I'll go for the Super Mutants.
I can't hit him. Fuck me. Missed the motherfucker. Back up. Is he healing himself? You son of a bitch. Okay. We're gonna have to stop him with a little bit, or not. Apparently not. Okay.
Just let me know when you want me to shoot him.
I think you might need to. It's like, I got him. Son of a bitch. The wheel didn't work until I killed him, so I was kind of stuck with my arrows. That's okay. He was moving too fast. Nasher jizz. Toxic. They dead. Did you kill the mutant?
Yep.
I don't know why. I couldn't get in my weapon well. So you get stuck in yours, and mine just doesn't work sometimes. So you're not alone there. But again,
I end up dying in mine.
Yeah, Bethesda knows that's happening. You know how I know they know? And fixed it. If you did a review on it, they're not gonna. If they say they fixed it, and then it turns out they didn't fix it at all, and then they're like, oh, it's fixed. No, it's not. But okay. They're gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you it's fixed and to stop complaining or something like that. It turns out it's flat out got work. They know about what's going on in their game. That's why I tell my sister I had to show it to her and said they know what they're doing, but they're not gonna do anything else for it because they want those. And she's like, oh damn, how could this even be a game still? When I showed her the video of him lying about everything and shit, she was like, how in the hell?
Well, I just got disconnected from the server. And my internet shut off.